All right. Alrighty, what is going on, guys? I am just coming on here. I just went for a run and I didn't think this thing was just gonna keep going, but it did. And I am just gonna correct what I said in the video today. All right. First of all, break and retest did not hold by any means. All right, what was said in the video still does stand though. Over here on SPY, you did literally after if you couldn't hold here, that was your sign that you were likely coming down here. I drew this line on the hourly time frame, 454.25, and once that broke, then now you have broken structure. So I just want to put that out there. You 110% have seen a large player or players sell their positions off today, and I very much so think you do get continuation to the downside. Let's go over this real quick, but you have not seen an $8 move on SPY intraday, $7 move, right? You haven't seen a $7 move intraday on SPY. Not even just intraday, just at all. But I'm just saying this isn't. It's crazy, even to the upside. I mean, you had this one right here. All right. You know that was that. But like to the downside, when was the last time you saw one of these? I was literally saying like, hey, guys, this doesn't look like a bear market. Like I don't know. I still don't think you. You know, I don't think it's a bear market after what we have seen. But I definitely do think a big player or players have sold their position. That's the only thing that could cause this over here in SPY. QQ came back within the range, so that's something that I'll also say right now. You didn't end up holding there. Obviously, if SPY didn't, QQ wasn't gonna. But yeah, I mean, you've had just straight knives here for since what was this? All right, back at 1 p.m. So it's been a straight 2 hours and 15 minutes of knife candlesticks just continuously to hit you down. And now that you have started to bounce back up, I do think you're probably going to get a decent sized bounce here. But I'm just going to say right now, I do think you do get continuation on this move down into, I'm not saying it happens tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow's a consolidation day for people to just like say, what the heck just happened? But I think more likely a lot of people are going to panic sell now that they have seen this. They just got dumped on. And like, yeah, I could tell you right now, I fell for the trap up here. Like I literally sold out the puts I had up there. All right. Like 5 puts, 1/3 of the value from what they just, came down to. Absolutely insane. All right. With what just took place. I do think you're like very likely going to see a decent recovery here intraday. But like again, nothing changes what can cause this candlestick, which is some big player just 100% sold off their position. There's no denying that. What I will point out is Meta has not really given back too much of its move today off of that. Yeah, that's $10, but I mean, compared to what you got over here in SPY, that's that. Now, was there another day where we had a $7 day? The last one was over here. What happened the following day? You closed right here. You did have continuation, another down day on the next day. You from where you closed went down to $3. Over the next 2 trading sessions from where you closed, you did go down another $7. So I think that is likely. And now that this has taken place, I do think it's likely that we target 450. And then after that, I think we're finally going to see that 444. If a big player just sold, that does mean they're not going to be supporting the market. So, dips might not be aggressively bought up like they have been. And look at over here in Mr. VIX. All right, we did point out that there is a hammer candlestick over here, and it was all the way down to here. And I pointed out the last one was right here, and then you had this one over here. They both went on to volatility spikes in the coming trading sessions. But what the flip and flopping just took place. That was insane, all right? Congrats if you caught it with puts. I did not. I literally sold my puts up here, so I can't say I did this well. I decided not to trade today after that just because, this... Yeah, guys, don't put yourself in a position where you're just revenge trading. That's what I noticed I was doing. And on my first trade of the day, and I was like, wait a minute, nope, not gonna do this. Not gonna lose more money today. I already lost a couple hundred. Rather not make that more. Check out Mr. Apple over here. All right, depending where you close out today, you are going to have a bearish engulfing candlestick on the day, and it's just the same as the other one, except not really as big as SPY. I can't deny SPY is like the ugliest thing I've seen so far. Maybe I'm just not looking at the right stuff. You had Amazon. This is a pretty big give back right there. Came back and literally filled the 129 gap all the way up here from 132.50. So that's pretty crazy. But yeah, SPY, what the heck is this? So we're going to have to see if this does form as a bearish engulfing candlestick. You're probably going to have this increasing sell volume to support the candlestick. So unless you give a really big rally back up here, all right, like there's no denying that this thing is such a bearish candlestick. And I still think someone just massively sold off their position. So I think we have more to come after this. I just wanted to correct myself. But I also want to point out, you still have this bearish divergence, the triple bearish divergence. I see, this was our signal that it's probably going to start playing out. I think that's going to bring it down here. That is my guess. All right, there is that. Let's actually look at, just look at this thing over here, all right? Holy Jesus. Look at ES. Yeah, ES is just the ugly guy, right? Normally it's NASDAQ with all the volatility. So SPY has been like slowly just edging up. Today was completely different. Completely different. Insane. So that is that. Let's see what's happening with Dow. Dow is also breaking structure over here on the smaller time frame. So I mean, like, although you have not broken under 452 here on SPY, which that is what I was, saying in the video, that like, hey, all right, you break under here, even on the daily time frame, you are now starting to switch your trend. All right, that is your first signal right there, and then you're looking for rebound back up, and then for the lower high, and then continuing lower. But on the hourly time frame, on the smaller time frame, you already broke your structure, all right? The last time you broke your structure was over here. You came back for a rebound, and let's just say, all right, so you stopped the selling right here. Came down another $2, all right? Was it anything like this? No. Now, we did have this big gap up, but, like, this was more than the gap up. I was thinking in my head, like, hey, are we going to see a minus 1% day finally? Because I was on Twitter last night, and I saw there hasn't been a 1% down day in like 43 trading sessions or whatever. So let's just see from yesterday, 43. No, I don't even think there was a 1%. Oh, I think he was saying 1% pullback. Unless over here is a 1%. No, that day was a 1.2% pullback right there. And then you did end up coming down another $4 over there. Yeah, actually, yeah. It's still pretty crazy that today is happening. All right, that was insane. I think it caught a lot of people off guard. Congrats if it didn't catch you off guard, but if you did end up catching, I'm just gonna say you definitely were. You were gambling on it. Like, if you thought this move was coming, all right, you probably thought it was coming all over here, and you've probably been looking for that move, and there's been no signal of that move. So, but today is the signal. I'm just going to let you know right now. This is my signal that things are about to turn ugly, all right? Bitcoin, surprisingly, is holding up pretty well over here. What is Riot doing? Riot pissed me off the other day. Yeah, I determined I am not going to even try and trade Riot or Mara. All right, if they come down, all right, back to when I was tracking them during the bear market, like, yeah, all right, your boy is probably gonna just load up shares to sit on them, because we've all seen what's happened with like Mara over here. But yeah, these things are freaking potatoes, man. These things, they psych me out too much, and they usually give me the move I want, but it's after I get in and then cut for a slight loss or break even or a very small profit, and it's just not even worth it. Something else I was watching over here is Rivian. Rivian did end up coming back testing this. Now, I took it and then I just sold it because I don't think this thing is going. I mean, if the market doesn't hold up, I don't think Rivian's going to hold up. But there was a lot of bullish flow coming in the other day, so I was betting on a breakout. Did end up get the breakout. Then I come back, retesting that breakout, but like clear as day on the hourly time frame, you sunk right through there. The only reason this thing is getting buyers right now is because SPY and QQQ are getting buyers right now. That's the only reason. So if that wasn't the case, there's that. And like a lot of your stocks that you're watching are going to be following the markets, the indices. What I will point out is XPEV. This is what I was watching. I was gonna play short dated call. I was gonna literally just I was looking at them maybe for calls for next week or whatever, because I noticed like, hey, massive short squeeze. Neo has been going off, Rivian was going off. All of these well, not all of them, but XPEV and Neo have been going crazy. So this one we were watching from the breakout. I just noticed there's a continuous short squeeze going on over here on these Chinese companies. All right, you got BABA over here. I forgot the ETF, but that thing was it was if all of them are going up, they're all going to go up. That's what I'm getting at. All right. But XPEV has not like sold off at all on this downtrend here on I mean, not at all, but like compared to what it has done and compared to what everything else just did, I think this is pretty impressive. Then you come over here to Neo, and this thing is just right back at, you know, its previous resistance rate. Maybe it turns to support. I don't know. But yeah, just something I'm watching. All right. All right, guys. I just wanted to come on here. I'm gonna go take a shower.